Hello YouTube, I'm back with another tutorial, and this one is inspired by a blue dragon. I often get in the mail those the envelopes where you could order like the figurines, and I have ordered some in the past, but even though you don't want to buy anymore, they still send you them. So what I like to do is I like to keep the actual colored picture of the figurine, because a lot of times I draw my inspiration to do my tutorials from the colors that were used, from the colors that were used to inspire the figurines, or that were used to color the figurines. And today's tutorial was inspired by dragons, and this is what it looks like. And what I did was I was really inspired. Oh, and just so you guys know, I am doing a look in each one of these dragons, and I was inspired by this dragon right here, this blue one right here, and this one right here. So I got really inspired by those colors, and I said, you know what, let me try to do something. Here's a better picture of that first one. I try to implement the colors as much as possible. I didn't have a nice light blue glitter to use, or really shimmery light blue like that. So I just, did my own take on the look. And this is what I came up with. It's a cut crease, and I have, for the first dragon, had like a whitish toned silver color, and that's in the inner corner. And then I have different shades of blue, and then I have a cut crease with a hint of purple, and then I have some more blues, and I have a purple eyeliner, and I have purple glitter, and of course dramatic lashes. So let's get started. For some of you have been asking me questions about my eyebrows, and I have had the question to do an eyebrow tutorial. Well, I would love to do one, but the fact is I have my eyebrows tattooed. Now, as you can see, these two are the shade, of course, it's obviously a different shade. I've got my eyebrows tattooed because I didn't have a lot of hair in my eyebrows, and it was a constant hassle to constantly fill them in to get the shape that I wanted. I have a hypothyroidism, which is a thyroid disorder. And one of the side effects is that your hair thins out and you lose some of your hair. Well, the place where I lost most of my hair was my eyebrows. So I got them tattooed, hoping that it would last a couple of years. Well, I haven't had them 6 months, and they're starting to fade. And what I was told by the permanent makeup lady was, when you feel the need, when you start filling in your eyebrows, that's when you should get them touched up. But where I got mine done cost a couple $100, and at the time I had the money to get it done, but I don't anymore. So I just fill them in, and with time my eyebrows will fade back to what they used to look. If any of you guys have any questions about permanent makeup, leave the questions down below, and I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. So the first thing I did, I primed my eye, of course, with BS Cosmetics Alabaster Corrector. I really like this primer. I have the NYX white base, but I really like this base because it really covers the imperfections in my eyes, and it lasts all day. I wear it, I use it for my makeup to go to work, and my eyebrows, my makeup does not crease whatsoever, and I love that. So the first thing I did was prime my eye from lash line to eyebrow bone, and of course in the bottom lash line. And then the first color I'm going to take, it's a Beauty from the Earth Pigments, and For those of you who would hate using pigments, I'm sorry. This look, I'm using only pigments. But you, of course, you can alternate the colors, use your own colors. All the colors that I'm using are fully dupable. And if you have the 120 Pro palette, you can find the colors there. And the first pigment I'm using is silver. And I'm taking my Mary Kay crease brush. There you go. And I was looking for a white silver because that first dragon, it was a beautiful silver color. So what I did was, to get close as possible to that color, was I used silver, the silver pigment, and then I applied a shimmery white eyeshadow to get that effect. Now you need to be careful because not all shimmery pigments or eyeshadows are made the same. Some of them will not blend well with other colors, so be careful. Heed the warning. Like so. And see how it's just a regular silver color? I want to intensify that to make it a little more like a white gold. So I'm using Inglots, this white color here, and this has white glitter in it also. And I'm applying that right on top of that silver. And see how it transformed that a little bit more to a more whiter type white gold type color. The next color that I'm going to use is, this is a Face Front Cosmetics pigment, and this is Chromium Sky, and it's a steel can't talk today. A steel finish, and I'm using the same brush. And what I like to do with pigments, I dab my brush in the pigment, and then I press the pigment into my bristles using my cap, tap off the excess, and I'm applying that a little bit over the white, and then bringing it out a little bit. Like so. The next color that we're going to use is Inglots AMC 58, and this is what it looks like, a gorgeous color. I'm just going to take the same brush, like so. The next color we're going to use for the outer corner right here is another excuse me, I can't talk today. Another Face Front pigment, and this is Symphonic by Face Front Cosmetics, and it's a beautiful dark blue. Same brush. When using pigments, there will always be fallout with pigments, but to ensure that you have the least amount of fallout with pigments is to first dab it on your eye, and once you dab it in, then you want to work it in. You don't want to just work it, basically like rub it in your eye, because you will have so much fallout. Like so. And of course you can see I have a little bit of fallout. That's okay. I'm just going to take my kabuki brush by e.l.f. and just sweep as much off as possible. Some people like to put powder right here. I don't. I just don't like the feeling of it on my face. You only use foundation where I need it and then powder the rest of my face. But you can do that if you want. I just use baby wipes to wipe it off and then reapply my concealer. It's not a big issue for me. Maybe eventually I'll start doing that also. But for right now, no. To cut my crease, I am going to use Urban Decay's 24 Glide On Pencil in Binge. And I want to use a metallic blue because I want that it transforms the purple that I put on top of this pencil. I like the way it makes the purple look. So you're gonna cut the crease.